Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Exploring DC, where we take a piece of DC and explore it with you. I'm your host, Josh. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Luis
Hey guys,
and no Jalen, just Jackson Wells.
I'm Jackson Wells.
You are Jackson Wells. Jalen is
We're
not here this
Jackson Wells.
week. He will be back at some point. He did not get kicked out, as we have threatened Jackson many times. We actually do appreciate Jalen's work on this podcast,
Yeah.
so we're hoping to see him back. Um, this is our first like proper review in what, like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that. I mean, Jackson, you haven't done one since I don't even know what the last one you
But
did. So I'm excited. We're doing a big
yo,
movie
yo,
this week.
but above that, we're doing
Yeah.
a review of a movie that doesn't make me want to blow my brains out, and that's good news.
Yeah,
that's too bad.
until they do the 4-part animated adaptation.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And the
Now,
CW shows.
oh yeah. Oh, he's getting cooked. Cooked and fried. We're doing the Batman this week. That's the big one. We're gonna talk about it. But first, let me get a quick update. Anything new going on with you guys? What's something fun? Luis?
Man, I'm just perfect for class to start tomorrow. That's pretty
Hmm.
much it. Final semester for both me and Jackson.
Oh
So
yeah.
that'll be interesting. Final first day of classes. Which is
Yeah.
weird to think about. Um, but that's pretty much it. Oh, I also got Absolute Superman, finally picked that up.
There you go.
It's fun. I'm only missing Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, which are like nowhere. I can't find them.
Skill issue.
Um, Shut the fuck up.
What do you think is the first one of those runs that's gonna wrap up for the absolute?
Well, I know they already said they have the end for Batman, but it might be so successful they might keep it for longer.
Okay. Okay. We'll have to do an episode on one of the runs that finishes up. Because
Yeah.
I would like to go
Hmm.
back. What about you, Jackson? How you doing?
What's happened since last week? Nothing.
You
Nothing.
filmed some shit.
Oh yeah, but like, yeah, I guess yeah, I did. I did film some shit,
It's
but
It's an
that's
exciting.
Oscar-worthy
I'm always
film.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
That's not really noteworthy at this point.
Oh, is it not stuff that's coming out soon? It's like just random.
It'll be out in the next couple months, but like, I'm always filming stuff.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. I don't got
Stay
much going
hustling.
on either. Just it was my first week at work back from like I was quote unquote break. I was working from home, but I wasn't like in office. So I was just getting used to that. I picked up the Lego Back to the Future set, and then my girlfriend also got me the Cars set. So I've been like in a Lego space doing that. I watched Avatar this weekend. Thought it was another one. I don't
Okay.
know. I like those movies, but I also don't see how they feel distinct from each other, aside from like a little bit of aesthetic changes.
Sure.
But and yeah, Luis, you've been starting too. I've been starting the MCU rewatch. I
I'm
started
starting
that.
that. I'm actually
Yeah.
I'm starting that right after I get off this call.
Bro, you're following my list, Jackson?
I would rather like genuinely, I would rather there's a lot of things that I'd rather do that are wildly unpleasant than do that rewatch. For reference, everybody, Luis is watching every single MCU movie, all the Disney Plus shows, all of Agents of Shield, all of Inhumans,
All the
all of the
The
Defenders.
Marvel
animated series.
shows, all the X-Men shows, but he's not doing Runaways because he doesn't like gay people like that. So
Yeah.
It's not
Or
connected to anything.
or Cloak and Dagger, which is
Neither is
so good.
X-Men the animated
It
series.
is
What
to
the
X-Men 97,
which is not connected
but
to
it's made by Marvel Studios, so it counts.
Oh brother,
No.
give me a fucking
It's not
break.
MCU, but anything made
Give
by
me
Marvel
a
Studios, I'm watching.
goddamn break. Watching fucking Secret Invasion. Get
That's like
out of here.
watching the Penguin for a DCU or DCEU thing, even because it's made by DC
oh,
Studios.
real. That's real. That's
It's
real.
True.
That's real. That's real. Cook
That's
them.
true.
Cook them.
I don't
yeah.
Fry
care.
'em. Grill them.
Jackson, what are you starting with the X-Men stuff or are you just diving into the
I'm going X-Men, I'm going Raimi trilogy, I'm going all the and then MCU mostly in order.
yeah.
I'm skipping most of the Disney Plus shows. I'm skipping everything except for Loki, WandaVision, and probably Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll watch some of Miss Marvel if I'm feeling bold.
Are you not gonna catch up on any of those Marvel shows you didn't watch?
The only one I haven't seen is Ironheart.
What about the Wakanda one? I just
I'm
watched that
not
one for the
watching
first
that
time.
shit. I'm not
It was
watching.
wasn't bad, man.
I'll be caught dead before I watch Marvel Zombies.
No, the Wakanda one.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's like 2 minutes, right?
It's like a movie length.
Two
It's
hours.
'Episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I don't know. Sure. I don't care.
tap it in, bro. Um,
Do they
cool.
do they do they go to the Iron Fist place?
Yeah.
Kunlun? They go
Hmm.
to Kunlun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does it look the same as the Marvel Netflix show?
I don't remember.
No.
Pretty much. There's no big differences, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
that's
I
kind
don't
of cool.
I don't remember it looking that different. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a mountain with like a temple on top
Yeah, they didn't like
with snow.
over change it. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's shocking.
It's in the past, so I mean, it's not like gonna be one to one, but it looks
No,
Exactly.
what
sure, but
Kunlun
like
looks like.
It does not look that different though from what I
I'm
remember from
shocked
Iron
they
Fist.
didn't like do a complete aesthetic overhaul of how it looked in the Netflix show.
No, it's surprisingly pretty solid for
Yeah.
a TV
That's
show.
interesting to
Oh. All right, bro. You're not watching Andrew's films? Andrew's Spider-Man films?
I'll sprinkle those in at some point.
Mm.
Okay. You don't
I
have to
just
watch
don't
this
think
in any
he's
order,
not going to
but
be in Doomsday, so like,
that's
Yeah,
true.
and I
That's
don't like
I'm
those
sad
movies.
about that.
I don't like those movies, so
They're
like,
better than Raimi's.
I'm
I'm kidding. I am kidding. I am kidding.
all
yeah.
right, Louis.
No, of course Raimi's are better. I'm not that stupid.
Clip
This is the
farming
month of
ass.
Raimi. You do not disrespect him like that.
Hell yeah.
I do prefer Andrew though,
Send
but not
send
that not the movies.
send help coming soon.
There you go. Let's get back on track DC wise.
Yeah.
Batman 2022. Uh, like I mentioned, this is the first review in a long time. I think the last one me and Luis did was Bat Fam, and then the last one me and
Yeah.
Jackson. What was it? Maybe the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Was that the last review you were in?
It was
Yeah, because
something
then
like
we did the
that.
video game and then Bat Fam.
Something like that. I don't know. It's been a while though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is one I was kind of saving for like a rainy day or like when it felt like it was
The rainy
relevant.
days come.
And I think, well, obviously we're going to talk about the news of Sebastian Stan. We already talked about it last week, but that feels like it's just with filming coming up with the Sebastian Stan news, it just feels very relevant right now. So we're talking about the Batman. Synopsis here. In his second year of fighting crime, Batman uncovers corruption in Gotham City that connects to his own family while facing a serial killer known as the Riddler. Directed by Matt Reeves, who obviously is most famous for doing the second and third Planet of the Apes trilogy. You guys are
Louis,
big
have you
fans of
seen
those,
those?
right?
Mhm.
You've seen those, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Saw them all in theaters.
I thought so.
Yeah. Those are
Yeah, they're
those
fire.
are
Especially, you know what I realized upon rewatch is that Dawn is the best one.
is
It
that
is.
the second one?
Yeah,
It is the best one. Rise is good and War is also I don't know. They're so tricky because they're all like
they're all three
bangers.
really good, but I think Dawn is the best of the three.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
Written
would
by
agree.
Matt Reeves, Peter Craig, and Mattson Tomlin. Peter Craig worked on some Hunger Games stuff. I don't think he's writing the sequel though.
I don't think so either. I think it's just Matt, the two Matts.
Mattson Tomlin wrote a couple other things. He's attached to a few things, but he wrote this movie called Little Fish. It
Oh,
came out in
the
like
Tim Burton movie?
2021.
Oh no.
No. It came out in 2021. Starred like Olivia Cook and maybe
Okay,
Jack O'Connell or someone else. It's a COVID movie, but essentially
I saw the trailer for that.
they're
Yeah,
slowly losing their memories of each other as they go. It's like
yeah.
a group Alzheimer's thing. Incredibly beautiful script. So like I saw that and I'm like, oh yeah, of course. He also did that Project Power, Jamie Foxx Netflix
Oh,
superhero movie, which was it was fine. And then cast here, Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Jeffrey Wright, Colin Farrell, Paul Dano, John Turturro, Andy Serkis. Obviously
Alex Ferns, my
Alex
goat.
Ferns.
You dick. He plays that. That is acclaimed character actor. Like what?
Oh,
What are we
acclaimed.
doing here? Yeah, he's acclaimed.
Obviously, the one to single out here is Paul Dano, the worst actor in SAG,
Yeah.
right? You know, so just an absolute waste of a. Yeah, I can't even get through that, man. I love this cast. I think there's not a single miss here, casting wise. And well, I remember when these were first announced, I know people had some hesitations, especially maybe like Dana or Colin Farrell's Penguin,
No, me.
especially
Yeah.
especially Rob Pat too, though. But we'll talk about that in a second.
You know what's interesting is when I remember exactly where I was when both those castings dropped,
Hmm.
and I was totally on board with Pattinson, but it was Dano and Farrell were the two that I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Those were the ones I was like, what about? And then also, and I don't know if you remember this, either of you, but when that first teaser dropped at DC Fandom,
Yeah.
and they a lot of people didn't even recognize Colin Farrell when they showed that shot of Penguin. Like
Mhm.
I did, I like when that trailer ended, I was like, huh, we didn't see Farrell, and then I rewatched it and I was like, oh shit, that's him.
No, I still don't recognize Farrell. I mean,
Yeah,
it's hard to see even just in
yeah,
any like
Yeah.
it really is.
it's incredible.
I remember I was like a bit hesitant of it, but I back then didn't really know who Colin Farrell really was.
Right.
Banshees of Inisherin is what really made me go back through like the stuff he's made.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you guys remember when he got cast, there were these pictures of him walking around with like white hair and like a
Yeah,
bit, and we all thought that was his like penguin
it was Fantastic Beasts, right?
costume. Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
nobody knew, so everybody thought it was Penguin.
yeah, I do
It
remember
looked
that.
really bad.
Yeah. So Rob Pat, you were on board all the way, Jackson. Were you,
Yeah.
Luis, when that came out?
I had like no opinion on it. I mean, I knew the story of like when Michael Keaton was cast, he was hated. When Ben Affleck was cast, he was hated. So it's like at this point, when a Batman gets cast, I'm like, I need to see the footage. So I was just
Right.
like, because I hadn't seen Good Time. I had
Yeah.
only seen him in Tenet at that point, and I thought he was great in Tenet. So I was like, I'm in.
I think inherently too, obviously there's better Batman actors than others, but I think anyone can really play Batman if they're a seasoned actor. They just have
Yeah.
to like
They
know
have to
what type of
execute.
Batman they're playing. Because you can play
Yeah,
goofy, you can play straight like
He's
Nolan's,
so versatile.
you can
Yeah.
play weird little freak guy like Robert Pattinson. Like you can go the whole range.
the bad nipples.
Do you know honestly my favorite casting of this group
Hmm.
besides Rob Pat is probably Jeffrey Wright as
Agreed.
Gordon.
Agreed. Agreed. He's my
Yes,
favorite Gordon.
I fucking love Jeffrey Wright
With
in
all
everything.
due respect to Gary Oldman, because he is fantastic in the Dark Knight movies. But Jeffrey Wright, he's just one of my favorite guys.
I love that he showed up in that new Knives Out for like 10 seconds and
It
he
was
was
awesome. Dude, all right, I got a funny story about that. So on the way to the theater, we were talking about actors we'd like to see in Knives Out, and Jeffrey
hmm.
Wright was the first one I said.
Oh
And
yeah.
then I sit down in the movie and I'm there's this wide shot of like the three priests, and I'm like, wait, that's fucking Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's great,
Killer
man.
Gordon.
bro.
He
I'll
brings
never
like, and
forget it.
also
Sorry.
he seems like he'd cheat on his wife, which is a perk for Gordon.
I
Okay.
forgot about that. I was gonna say, I will never forget when he first got revealed. Like I remember when Pattinson's Batman got revealed in that weird red light video.
Yeah.
I was like, that's an interesting way to reveal it, but I'm down. When Jeffrey Wright, Commissioner Gordon, there was a picture of him looking up, and I remember it's the first and only time this happened to me, looking at them and be like, holy shit, that's the comic. Because I
Yeah.
immediately looked up and I could immediately find the panel I was thinking of.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I've never had that experience with a comic book character. It's not like in a full on suit. And it's so weird. He does a great job.
Yeah, I mean it's especially incredible considering the race change too. I mean like it was it's picture perfect. Like
Yeah.
Huh.
it's wild. Like that is honest to God like probably one of the best. That's like S tier comic book movie casting
Oh yeah.
is Jeffrey Wright as Gordon. I think like he's mwah, chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
Because that's how you do race bending is you don't race bend to race bend. You find the actor that's best for the role.
And
And
he was
Jeffrey
like that
Wright
dude is
is
a
perfect.
splitting image. It's
It's like
crazy.
when Samuel L. Jackson became Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now he
Yep.
is Nick Fury more than
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
anyone ever was. Yeah, man. Just a great cast all around. Budget 200 million, box office 772.3 million. I believe this is one of the higher grossing Batman movies. Off the top. I mean, I know the Nolan movies made a shit ton, but
And that the
Ben Affleck
next
was
one,
like BVS, so you know.
the next one's gonna make so much money because
You
it's out
think
of
so?
oh yeah, it's out of COVID hell. It's gonna make so much money.
That's true because March 2022, I mean, people were still relatively getting back.
And I
They were
would
just
also, I
returning.
mean, just I guess as we kick off this review, because I have a lot to say about this movie, so I'm sorry I'm yapping so much already, but there's probably not a superhero movie this turn of the decade that has had the cultural impact this one has had. I would say long term.
I'm trying I'm trying to think. Maybe
No Way Home is really the
The
only.
New
yeah,
Mutants.
but that's not even like No Way Home is more just like the event than the actual movie
I
itself.
agree. That's why I'm saying the Batman is the definitive cape shit movie of this turn of the decade.
Yeah,
God. Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, man. I want to go through a little bit of the history of this one because I think it's so interesting that this used to be a Ben Affleck Batman movie.
Mhm.
This whole project. That was
Yep.
2013 that he was cast as Batman, and by 2014 they had announced that they were doing
Yep.
a solo movie. It was cool because he was directing and co-writing, and he was co-writing with Jeff Johns, obviously the comic book writer, who's done a lot of stuff. That they put a draft. It took him a couple years though, 2016-ish. And then what happened is the combo pack of Justice League, like prioritization, they wanted to put all their eggs in that basket. And then also BVS did not get received well. So they were like, let me shy away from doing
Yeah.
Batman stuff. Ben Affleck drops out in January 2017. Then Matt Reeves comes on in February 2017. At this point, there was like a couple of solid years, if you guys remember, where we didn't know
He was in limbo.
if it was a Ben Affleck movie, if it was not, like what the whole there was the whole like Deathstroke being the villain
Yeah.
for a
And,
very long
and you
time.
can correct me if I'm wrong here, but was there not a point in time where they were going to recast but still have it be a Batfleck prequel?
I think so, because Matt Reeves wanted to do prequel and like, but then he moved into disconnecting it from the DC EU as time went on. But Ben
Which
Affleck
was
dropped out of it.
that was the best decision he ever made.
I think Ben Affleck dropped out of it probably early 2018 and he just didn't like confirm it for like
Yeah.
another year and a half or
Well,
so.
he was in rehab at that point again. So like that's
Right.
why we didn't hear anything.
That's right.
But there was just a solid time where we just didn't know if we were ever going to get a new Batman movie because it was just the DCEU
Yeah.
was like the thing and we thought every movie had to be connected to that.
And
But
then
then in
the Joker
2019,
Batman 1, 2.
oh yeah. In 2019, they cast Pattinson and then they started production over there. I think in 2020 is when they first started doing it because it was a COVID shoot. And
Yeah.
they used the volume tech that Mandalorian and all those things used. We got that DC fandom teaser you were talking about. I remember being so excited. That was the coolest thing ever. That DC fan.
Yeah.
First off, that DC
So good.
fandom,
It was legendary.
I fucking miss DC fandom so much. That was a year where they just threw everything at the wall of what they
And
had.
that was the only good fandom they ever had too. But like I remember, dude, I remember sitting down because it was like 7 hours, right? It was long.
It was
Yeah. 6 hours, I think, actually.
It was
yeah.
yeah, it
Fuck, I
was
didn't mean it. I actually do think it was 6 hours.
we're all gonna die.
Fuck.
Um, we're all gonna die.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I remember like, sitting there staring at my fucking TV for all 7 hours. And
Mhm.
because they covered so many movies. They covered Suicide Squad, Snyder's Justice League, the Batman, Black Adam. They did some TV shows. Like they did everything.
They
It
did
was
everything.
awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah. Video
And
games too. They did some Injustice stuff in
Yeah,
there
they
too.
that's
revealed
right.
the Gotham Knights game there, and I thought that was going to be such a
That's what
big
it
thing.
was.
Hmm.
And
That's right.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was revealed there too.
Which is
That's right.
crazy, yeah.
It
I
was bad.
remember live streaming on DC TV Center for like an hour or two. And as Jackson knows, you get no viewers on Instagram
No.
lives. And so I quickly was like, all right, well, never mind.
But
And then I
the two
just
people you get to yap with,
was
great.
peak, man. Yeah. That was such a weird that was a long day too, because they started it early and they just kept going throughout
Started at
into the
like
night.
Yeah.
10 or
Yeah.
something
It
Because
ridiculous.
was
they had different blocks, like an actual Comic Con of
Yeah.
mhm.
like what did we watch?
And then like the subsequent years, like you said, they just did like
It sucked.
The
it was
one other year.
you still
Yeah, they had one more in it. It was terrible.
There's
didn't
only
they
two DC fandoms. And
they like divided it into like different sections and stuff that you could look into. Or was it still a live stream?
it was still a live stream for both years.
It was just bad. I don't even think I finished the
It was
second one either.
the problem with the second one is that they barely had anything to show because they had the
They proved it
Flash,
wrong.
The
Black
Black
Adam
Adam
that was
trailer.
about to come out. Oh yeah, Black Adam. No, Black Adam trailer was the previous one, wasn't it?
It was just like a
No,
little concept art reel with Dwayne.
No, because
Yeah.
that was the 2022 DC. Okay, yeah, you're right.
It
Yeah,
was
they
that,
had the Black
yeah,
Adam trailer. They had uh I think Aquaman, all they said is that it's happening during that fandom.
that's
They
crazy.
barely had anything.
Yeah.
Or no, they had like, didn't they show Flash concept art too?
They did, and they showed the first teaser there.
Hmm.
I still don't
But
know
it
why they
was
haven't
yeah,
brought that back. They should have that
money.
at January at the beginning of the year. Just be like, hey, here's our slate. Here's what's coming out.
Yeah, but
Bro,
like the thing is, they're never gonna be able to top that first one.
Oh
no.
no.
Like even
Not
just
until they
that
have a really big slate.
that 1-2 punch of the Batman trailer and the Snyder teaser, like you can't really beat that.
No, I
And the
can't.
Suicide Squad cast reveal was there too.
Oh,
What?
that's right. Yeah, they had the whole behind the scenes trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That was so cool.
Well, no, that cast reel, yeah, because they had already announced the cast, but they showed off all the costumes there for the first.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
saying all
the
their
Yeah, yeah. I know
character
the video
names
you're
and
talking
stuff.
about. That thing was sick.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Dang. Time gone by. Anyway, 2022 comes out. We see the movie. Uh, and then we've just kind of been in limbo for a long time, but Falls, we did get the Penguin. But it was interesting. I remember at that fandom too, they announced they was going to do a Gotham PD show for a
Yep.
long time. And I was like, we talked about Jeffrey Wright. That's why I was so excited for it because I thought, I'm like,
He's
hell yeah, give me more of that. And then the weirdest thing happened. It turned into like an Arkham Asylum show for about a year and a half, and then it
Yep.
Well,
just
there
got
were two
shelved
separate
entirely.
shows and they got combined out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was such a weird project, and then Penguin just kind of slipped in. I remember that got like announced like it was firmly happening. I was like, okay. Let's see how that turns out. And it ended up being incredible television.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But and now we're waiting another year and a half at this point. Almost ugh, it's ridiculous, man. But I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's get into it. How do we what did your guys like
Hell yeah.
prior experience with Batman? Like what was your first watch with it? What baggage are
With
you
the
bringing in with
Batman?
it? With the first one.
Dude, I saw that shit opening night.
Yeah,
Awesome. The movie rocks. I mean, like I think we just need to bury the lead here. Like this movie rips. I
it
mean,
is. It does.
yeah,
Yeah.
comic book media doesn't really get much better than this. I mean, this is really about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
I mean, we were sold on this movie. I know I'm backtracking, but with the fandom trailer, it was 25% of the movie shot only. And we
hmm
were sold. Like that's how good this movie is. Like the sequences, I feel it does such a good job. This movie is very plot heavy, but I forgot how many action sequences it actually has in it,
It's
like spread throughout, and it keeps the pace the entire film.
Yeah.
It's
it's
very
stacked,
good at doing
man.
that.
I
And
love the intro of this movie so much.
Yes,
with
And
the Riddler,
the
not even,
warning.
well, the Riddler's good, but the I
everyone
just mean
always
like
forgets that that's the opening scene.
I love the Riddler part because it really brings in like that seven David Fincher type
Yeah.
feel. But then you
That
get
bad signal
into,
speech.
I mean,
Yes.
the fucking speech, man, is just like incredible stuff. Like and the most atmospheric Batman stuff we've ever gotten. And that's what I loved about this one in particular. I think we talked about it when Tim Burton's one came out, how I love the feel of that and how
Mhm.
like wild, weird and wild it is.
Yeah.
That's what this one feels like, but just combined with the realism of the Nolan stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you crash Nolan and Burton's Batmans into one, and you get this because Batman is like a full freak in this one.
And
He's
you know what people don't talk about regarding this movie?
hmm,
It's really funny.
it's very funny.
Hmm.
The one,
Yep,
what's the Officer Martinez guy? Shout
Yeah.
out.
yep. Thumb
I
drive.
I always love that Riddler's a live streamer in this too. Every
And that's the thing. It, what Matt Reeves remembered that I think a lot like some people kind of forget is that Batman villains work really well when they're funny. And Riddler's funny.
Riddler's very fun.
And he's
It
funny in like a Heath Ledger type way where it never like undercuts what he's doing or like a Jack Nicholson way even.
it contrasts really well with Pattinson because
Mhm.
Pattinson is the most serious
Yeah.
anyone's ever been
But
in
like
this.
Gordon's kind of funny. Like the and it's all very subtle and dry. And I think that's what's really fun about it is the humor in this is really understated, but it's real like the the part where I think my favorite like one of my favorite bits in the movies where Batman lifts up the drive and he says thumb drive. And then Gordon's reaction was like, "Oh, this guy's hilarious."
bruh.
That
Yeah,
that line, like, there are just so many line reads from Jeffrey Wright alone that just like live in my head rent free. Open your eyes. It's great.
bro.
It's so
When they
good.
arrest the penguin, he's waddling
Awesome.
outside of the
Awesome.
warehouse.
It's awesome.
Or when Jeffrey Wright's like, I need you to punch me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, dude. Yeah, humor is very,
It's
very well
sharp.
done in this one.
Yeah.
Just they had such a good handle on tone
Hmm.
throughout. I think
It's
I
sharp.
love the use of villains in this one too, because
Yeah.
it's
Good road.
very stuffed and full of stuff, full of like different villains, but they're not overtaking anything. Catwoman is a very clear role in it. Penguin is very much a side character, but like he makes his impression and he's plot critical. And then you have Riddler like doing his own, like you said, Heath Ledger, but not fully overtaking
Falcone.
the movie. Falcone too. John Turturro not coming back for Penguin is crazy because he's really good in this.
He's great in this movie. It is a
hmm
bummer because he brings such an he I think he often gets overlooked in this movie just because of how stacked the performances are, but he's really, really, really good in this.
Mind you, this
yeah.
was like right after Severance came out too.
Yeah.
So he was just absolutely
But
like
he was on fire.
he was on a chain, man. I would have loved to see him interact with Sophia.
Yeah,
Oh
it
boy.
is a shame.
Yeah. Music here too. Giacchino.
Giacchino, yep. That was the
Yeah.
theme that was iconic before it even came out.
I mean, you can't even forget the soundtrack. I mean,
It's great.
is iconic too. I mean,
And I mean
Nirvana.
every time there's a new Batman, it will become harder to do the music. And we're at the point now already like three really good Batman scores in live action, even more if you count some of the animated stuff. Like there's a lot of good Batman music, and to just keep it going is a tall order, and somehow he did it. So
Yeah, it's very
for him.
distinct. Giacchino does not know how to miss though. I
No,
guess
he's
is the
great.
big thing. I just Matt Reeves brought such a team on for this one, like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad we're not getting Greg Fraser back. You
Greg
know,
Fraser?
Greg Fraser
Uh-oh.
mentioned.
Greg Fraser, does this mean I can talk about cinematography now?
Go off on
No.
this one.
Oh,
So, damn it.
okay, Luis got this. Let's go. Explain
Uh,
it.
hell no.
No, you got this, Luis. Let's hear
No, no,
it.
no. I'll leave it to you, bro.
Ah,
No,
you got this, bro. I
no,
know
no, good.
you know all the behind the scenes facts on how this movie
No,
was shot.
no, nah, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yo, camera off is
In
nuts.
the dark.
In the dark is outrageous. Frozen Kenobi. Anyways,
Shit, I can't open it now. Give me a
oh,
sec.
did you cook
There we
yourself?
go.
There we
There we
go.
go. I couldn't open it.
Commitment to the bit. But yeah, obviously like Greg Fraser, he was coming in off he previously worked with Matt Reeves and he kind of came in kind of hot off the heels of Rogue One as
Yeah.
well. And obviously more importantly to this movie, season 1 of The Mandalorian, he was coming in hot off the heels of. He was very instrumental in developing the stagecraft technology that that show is built on. That has been used on so many other things since, like acclaimed film Thor: Love and Thunder, and
Quantumania.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and other such great films.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. But
Book of Boba Fett.
obviously, like jokes aside, it's a revolutionary piece of technology
Oh yeah.
that he was really like important in helping develop, and obviously really gorgeously shot that photographed that first season of Mandalorian. And coming into Batman, it was really interesting because it much like Giacchino had a kind of a tall task. Him and Reeves, there's a lot of Gothams.
Yeah.
Even if you go back to just like the early string of like Batman films from Batman to Batman and Robin, the aesthetic of Gotham changes so much throughout those four movies. And even in the Nolan trilogy, like Batman Begins to Dark Knight, there's a pretty big shift in how Gotham looks and feels. And then obviously into the Snyder stuff. So it was a tricky task. And I think how Frazier and Reeves tackled it was maybe my favorite yet. And not to mention that this is just a generally a I think defining film in terms of cinematography. Like every so often a film will come out and movies aren't shot the same afterwards.
Yep.
Like you saw that, I think Blade Runner 2049 was an example where you saw that, where after that came out, or and the original too, but like most recently, 2049 came out, and afterwards you could just see that movie's influence on so many things.
Yeah.
And we're kind of starting to see that with the Batman, where we're like, when that film came out, we were in a state where a lot of modern blockbusters were so gray, for lack of a better term, to put it in layman's terms, just very gray, very washed out, very evenly lit, very safely lit. Your Thor: Love and Thunders, as we previously mentioned,
Yeah.
your Deadpool and Wolverines, all of that. But when this really like shook that up, I feel like. And Frasier just did a lot of interesting things that I feel like you see everywhere. So I guess for the viewers at home, like something that Frasier did to kind of make this film feel distinct was while they shot it on digital cameras, they went and printed it onto film and scanned that, and that's what you see. He did that on the Dune films as well, which he was. I can't believe I didn't mention that when I said he was coming off of it, but he was just coming off Dune too.
Right, right, right.
Um, but yeah, so like, mixing old school tech with new school tech, shooting on broken lenses. I mean, everyone talks about just how gorgeous like the lens distortion is. It's awesome. It's one of like the defining characteristics.
Yeah.
The really sharp and bold lighting. I mean, it's one of the most gorgeously shot movies of this turn of the decade, in my opinion, especially in the realm of blockbusters. It's stunning.
Which is fucking insanity considering it's a COVID shoot
Yeah.
volume technology. Like the amount of limitations they had set forth and what they were able to do with it.
Yeah.
I honestly wonder if it was because of the limitations that they like really pushed to make this movie look as good as it did because they just didn't have the resources to do like a full Chicago spread. Like
But it's
the
also because Reeves is a really good visual director, going
Mhm.
back to Planet of the Apes. That's why, like, when people are losing their shit over Frasier not being back, and granted, I'm really pissed he's not on either this or Dune. That really
Right.
bums me out.
He's not
Um,
on Dune?
no, he's not on Dune. It's Linus Sandgren, who's great, and I'm really excited to see him on that. Uh, he shot La La Land. He shot Babylon. He shot No Time to
Oh
Die. He's
shit.
one of the best DPs working right now. But no, he's shooting the four Beatles
Beatles.
movies instead. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I don't think there's
Yeah.
anybody on this planet that wants him on that instead of Dune or Batman. But he's British, so I guess he's gonna do what he's gonna do.
Jalen
Right,
wants
right,
that. That's why he's not here.
He want
right.
yo on everybody's soul here. Jalen really wants Greg Fraser on the four Beatles movies. He
Yeah,
really
so
wants that.
absolutely.
But yeah, the thing with Matt Reeves though is that he just is a fantastic visual director, and as I said, it goes back to Planet of the Apes. You look at those movies, and just the shot composition, the way he moves the camera, the lighting, it's so strong, and it's some of the better looking blockbusters we have. So I'm not worried at all about Batman Part Two. I think it's gonna look gorgeous. The guy that they got is great. They got Fincher's dude. Like, I mean,
Right.
he- I don't know. I mean, which is funny because like the Batman riffed on Fincher so much, and then Fincher riffed on the Batman in the Killer, and I just think that, and now he's doing the Batman, and I just think that's a funny like thing happening there. But yeah, I'm excited.
Luis, this is probably like our seventh, eighth live action Batman at that point that we had gotten. And it's not an origin story like a lot of the other ones. How did you feel like he really, what did Reeves and Pattinson bring to this one that like sticks it out from, Nolan and Affleck and Snyder and all of that? Like what makes this Batman the one that people talk about as much as they do?
He's finally the greatest detective. And it's
Yeah.
something that these films have never focused on as much. Is well, I have two things, but that's the first one. It's he is meant to be the world's greatest detective. He still makes
Hmm.
mistakes. He's not supposed to be perfect, but no other Batman film has focused as much on the detective angle. They have it in sprinkles. The Dark Knight has it. Uh, the original Keaton films have it, but none of them are centered around him being a detective. And I think that's the one thing that really, from the start, set this movie apart. And then watching it, another big thing is this Batman can beat anyone's ass, but he gets his ass beat.
Yep.
He's not
Yeah.
untouchable. Like I was watching when I rewatched the movie, watching that nightclub scene. He gets hit with a bat. He gets shot. He gets slammed against a railing, but he still keeps going and finds a way to then evade the next hit and then hit them back. And I feel like that's something that also like Batfleck did back in that warehouse scene a little bit, but it's also the complete opposite. Batfleck was like, we need to make him as badass as possible because he needs to fight against Superman.
Right.
And I still love Batfleck. Batfleck, I have a lot of love for his, especially his Bruce Wayne. But Pattinson, in the angle of making him more realistic, they didn't go too far to the part that it's not Batman, but they still made him feel like, oh, this is a real dude in a suit that
You
is
know,
doing this.
that's a really good point. And I'm gonna bring up, you know what it reminds me of is not quite as extreme, but the Netflix Daredevil show.
Hmm.
Because that they kind of pull that
Mm,
similar tactic in there where he gets his ass kicked in that show.
Oh
But it
yes.
kind of just makes him cooler when it happens and he does the
Hmm.
ass kicking, right?
Yeah.
Um, I like that because I think the tendency for some people, specifically fans, is to be like, oh, Batman can kick anybody's ass with prep time.
right.
He can kill anybody. He can beat fucking Darkseid if he has prep time. And I like that this movie's like, no, he's human and he struggles even when fighting other humans. I think that like for me personally, that makes Batman way more compelling than when he can just do anything. Um,
Hmm.
not that there
That
isn't a time and place for that, like in Justice League, like he's kicking ass and that's awesome. Like,
right.
but in a movie like this, I like the emphasis on the fact that yeah, sometimes he struggles even just beating up some cops, right?
Well,
Hmm.
it plays well into seasoned veteran versus fresh off like a couple years into
Yeah, that
the
too.
gig. And that I mean, we saw that with Superman as well, where
Yep.
James
Yeah.
Gunn really brought him down a peg in a way that made him more interesting and more compelling that he kept getting back up. This
Mhm.
is the
Yeah.
Batman in the same way where I know like few sequels down the line, this Batman is
He's gonna be kicking ass, bro.
like Penguin's already shitting bricks, the idea of Batman coming back
Yeah.
to beat him up at the end of that show. I mean, I cannot imagine where he's gonna be because this movie, he has like all the aura and all the legend is already there, just so distinctly. That's what I love. It's
Yeah.
not like it feels like a guy in a mask, but I also see why people think of him as like a larger than life figure in the city because
Yeah.
of how he moves. Do you
Yeah.
guys like that his Bruce Wayne is like
Yes.
kind of not Playboy?
Yes.
For a first movie, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because you know, Matt, it's a deliberate.
Hmm.
So, all right, the a comparison. I'll compare it to Marvel again, and kind of compare it to the Homecoming trilogy, where I think that those subversions, a lot of the subversions made character then really didn't feel narratively deliberate.
Mhm.
They didn't really serve the story in an interesting way, where I feel like this does. And I feel like this is something where you can grow it as opposed to like, people always say, oh, he's going to grow into the Spider-Man that we know. That doesn't work as well as this, I think. And I think that with this, you can have Bruce Wayne develop over the course of a couple movies. And especially because Matt Reeves has been pretty open in saying that the next Batman movie will focus a lot more on Bruce. And
Hmm.
obviously now with the confirmation Sebastian Stan is playing Harvey Dent, which I guess we can talk about too throughout, as we talk about Batman.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
um, I mean, Harvey Dent is like just as much a Bruce Wayne character as a Batman character, right?
absolutely.
So that really gives me, and they said it, honestly, I think they laid the groundwork in this movie too. The mayor, kind of even goes up to Bruce and is like, "Hey, get off your ass and do more."
Right.
And I think that that's something that we'll see in the second film. I think that we're going to see him kind of do more philanthropy, the words, and
Yes.
womanizing and all that stuff. Yeah,
It's honestly a really good metaphor for his depression and like how much he throws himself into one
yeah,
aspect of his life that he kind of loses touch of who he should be as a rounded
yeah,
person. And I'm
yeah,
excited to see him kind of slowly realize that him throwing himself at Batman is clearly like the not going to be the
not good.
way forward.
Yeah,
And it's going to be interesting to see him. Obviously, like you said, Sebastian Stan, Harvey Dent. I feel like they're going to have a dynamic, and then
I'm excited.
he's gonna have that betrayal happen to him and be like, do I still
It's
want
gonna be
to
awesome.
do I still want to have this Bruce Wayne public
Yeah.
facing front after what just happened to me with Harvey? Because he's really
Hmm.
gonna fall into that. That's
Which
so
again,
exciting.
I'm gonna bring up Daredevil again. Something that
Yeah,
I really loved in that show was in season two, how Frank became a Matt Murdock character as well,
yeah,
right? It's not
Yeah.
just I think that was really smart on the writer's part to kind of work him in so to not just where oh Matt's got to go beat him up, but like okay now he's got to defend him,
right.
and I think seeing that happen in the realm of Bruce Wayne and Batman in uh this upcoming movie or maybe two movies we don't know because
Right.
I'm still of the opinion that he's going to be Two-Face in this movie or at least not till the very end.
That would be ideal, I think.
I
So,
agree.
Hmm. You got to
well,
build up his relationship with Harvey.
Slow
hmm
burn.
absolutely. Let's
The
move into
best.
his
Oh, sorry.
dynamic with Catwoman, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best it's been.
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz, I had no hesitation with her casting. I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
exciting when that
No,
came
no.
out.
Yeah.
And we've gotten some Catwomans, but Michelle Pfeiffer and Anne Hathaway is very forgettable for me.
But Pfeiffer's, I mean,
But
she's iconic.
Pfeiffer is iconic, but in her own way. Where honestly, she's outpacing Michael Keaton in that movie.
Yes. And also, I feel like she's one of those characters, kind of in the same way that Heath Ledger is, where she kind of surpasses the context of the movie itself.
Yeah,
Right? Like
Hmm.
she's a cultural, I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman is like a cultural icon
right.
Yeah.
in her own right, you know?
I mean, that's why Keaton was. I remember Keaton was so mad back in the day making those Batman movies because he always said, "I'm not the star, villain star of
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
films."
Which was
and
true
they,
both
And
times.
which is true.
yeah,
Yeah, and
and most Batman movies it is.
obviously Halle Berry Catwoman was an icon in of herself, man.
Well, true.
Yeah.
As we found out
Yep.
a few weeks ago.
Something
But
funny though, real quick. For the longest time when I was a kid,
mhm,
Anne Hathaway Catwoman, yeah, I thought she was Batgirl as a kid
that makes
because of the
sense.
mask. The mask always made me think it was Batgirl as a kid, and it
That
wasn't
make
until rewatch it I was like, "Oh shit, that's Catwoman."
she's very much my least favorite Catwoman of like the big ones,
Big ones,
between
big three.
Yeah.
the big three. Even like I think Halle Berry's really bad, but she's more interesting than Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway's a better because she's in a way better movie, but I think Halle Berry with a better script could outpace
Yeah, it's just like
Anne Hathaway.
they didn't make Hathaway quirky enough.
Yeah, she's
Like
just
Yeah.
even um Kravitz has a lot of quirk and personality,
hmm And she
you know?
matches Pattinson very well. Pattinson's stoicism, she like really plays at him in a way that's
She's very animated. Yeah.
and their
Mhm.
chemistry, like their sexual
It's on
chemistry is just
fire.
like off the charts, man.
It's
Like
on fire. It's on fire.
they're on
'Cause
top of each
I
other this
was
whole
like, yeah,
movie.
it's like they kiss so quick
Hmm
and most like 9 out of 10 times that would not work in a movie. Like I think we've all seen a movie or show where a character kisses and you're like, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
Yeah.
But in this, you're like, nah, they're trying to do something. Like
It's
you
argu
catch that energy like right off the bat,
yeah, I mean,
right?
obviously Michelle Pfeiffer had her own weird like type of vibe
That
like
was
that going
okay.
on.
That was
That
some
was
freak shit.
that
Like
was more some
Yeah, that was
like
a whole other level.
that was
that
like some
was a
dominatrix
different thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
This one is just like it's
That
two
was
very
genuinely freaky. Yeah.
it's two very hot people like engaging in a really like intense
Yes.
relationship that I
Yeah.
am I love in this one, and I'm very sad that we're not seemingly getting that back for a bit.
Okay. On that point, I don't know why people are surprised. She left at the end of the movie. I'm on the
Because
train that
people,
I never thought she was going to be in the second one. I always thought she'd come back for the third one, which makes sense to me.
yeah, but people can always come back for like
Yeah,
leaving
in the
Gotham
third movie.
is not a great reason that she can't just come back immediately if they do a
In the
time
third
jump.
movie. I
Yeah.
don't know, but they like wrapped up her character arc.
I just don't want to see I don't really want to see another love interest
I
really
don't.
with and
Well, I guess you're
I'm
going
worried
to
that
a
Scarlett
fantastic.
Johansson might be Bruce's love interest turned villain or whatever, unless she's Gilda Dent like some people said, but
I don't want
If
Gilda Deville.
if Scarlett
I don't know.
Johansson's Vicky Vale, they could take a little bit from the Telltale game. Because in the Telltale game, Vicky Vale's love interest, and she is the main villain
Oh, I
of the
did not know
Telltale
that.
game. And then it's a Bruce Wayne, Harvey Dent, Selena Kyle story mostly for that game
Yeah.
with Vicky Vale as the villain.
No, Kravitz is great as Catwoman. Honestly, my least favorite thing about her, I think of all the like outfits in this one, I think her Catwoman
Yeah,
outfit's pretty boring. It's very Anne Hathaway, like they're similar.
it
Just
is.
I want to
Yeah,
see in the next time she shows up a proper, at
Agreed.
least the mask. The mask, I need something more than what they
Yeah,
gave me with this one.
agreed.
bro. The thing is,
Yeah.
Kravitz and Pattinson got great chemistry, but no one will ever beat the chemistry of Halle Berry with that cop in the Catwoman movie.
Oh, dude, that cop.
Nothing
Oh,
will
the
ever beat that.
God,
I cannot remember his name, and it's pissing me off.
Benjamin
Wasn't
Bratt.
Thank you.
Yeah, the new Bale in Andor.
Yes,
Benjamin Bratt.
Benjamin Bratt, bro.
nothing will ever beat that. I'm
No,
sorry.
No, he was
so
pining,
weird.
man.
So weird.
How did you guys feel about Colin Farrell like coming back after this? We're a year and some change after the Penguin has
Mhm.
finished up. How do you feel about like his performance in this and after having watched that show, like coming
I
back
mean,
to
yeah,
it?
it's really like for one, it's crazy how well it clicks up. But two, I mean, there's obviously more nuance in the Penguin, right? But that's to
Hmm.
be expected. So what I'm really looking forward to actually is seeing him kind settle back comedic relief slash supporting role with all the baggage from the Penguin show. I think that's
Right.
really interesting, and I'm
Yeah.
curious to see how Farrell as a performer handles that because his performance evolves so much over the course of that Penguin show, and I'm just curious to see him getting back into Batman proper world because they're two very different beasts. I think the Batman and the Penguin, and just seeing how he tackles it. That'll
Do you think
Yeah.
in the Batman Part 2 there's gonna be a Penguin goon come up to him and be like, "Penguin, we're about to get a victory," and he goes like, "Vic, say that again," and then
I
they
think you should like leave right
And they
now.
cut back to the whole show. The whole
Rethink
show
what
is
you're doing
the
with your
whole
life.
show flashbacks into the Batman Part 2, and it's like now another 8 hours long.
Too soon.
Too
I think you
soon.
need to rethink exactly what you're doing with your life right now.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, let's move on from that.
Let's move on
That was
from
fucking terrible.
that was pretty fucking bad. Do you guys have any other big shout outs with this one?
Alex
I will.
Friend,
Hmm? Who is that? I still don't know who that is.
the mayor.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, wait, the one who dies right at the start?
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
acclaimed character actor.
Alex
Nice.
Ferns.
He
But
plays Sergeant Linus Mosk in Andor season one.
Oh yeah, he does.
oh
Yeah, that's
shit.
my goat. That's my goat. I love to see him in things. He was in one of
Huh.
those shitty Godzilla movies, and I was like, yep, that's him. I love him.
Hell yeah.
He was like the
But
best
bro,
part of that movie too. And then he
I
died.
was gonna say, I what are your thoughts on Alfred? That's one character I haven't touched, and I actually do want to hear your guys' thoughts. I like it.
I agree.
I do think the type of Alfred they're doing, I do like the fact that he actually does look like someone that went to war, someone that
Yep.
was an MI6 agent that would be able to train at least the basis Bruce and being a tactician. But I also think like Jeremy Irons did it better. Uh, like doing a very similar. It was Jeremy Irons, right? BBS,
Yeah.
Alfred, Sex and Justice Alfred. I prefer that outfit, that type, but I still think he's very good, and I would love to see how he evolves for the Batman Part
Yeah, I
Two.
want more circus.
It was way too little to truly know everything about him.
Yeah, Alfred, the past like I don't know, decade has been kind of the same because maybe not decade, but the Gotham version of Alfred and Jeremy Irons and Andy Serkis are all essentially doing the same thing. And even the Pennyworth show is like a prequel
Yeah.
in spirit to the Gotham show. So Alfred has very much moved away from like the British butler bald guy to very much like focusing on his soldier past and more
Yeah.
of like a mentor figure to Bruce. And I think this
I
one,
don't mind.
I don't mind it at
I
all.
prefer it.
It's more realistic and more, it creates a more truthful dynamic between him and Bruce than just like some guy that's waiting on him all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Andy Serkis rocks, so it's always good to see
Oh
him.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Andy Serkis, man. Andy Serkis, like
He's awesome.
he's either killing it or doing the weirdest choice. I think his directing choices is what is confuddling me.
You excited for the hunt for Gollum?
Eh, Director of Venom 2.
Are you a big Lord of the Rings guy?
I'm mild. I mean, maybe mild is way too tame. I love Lord of the Rings, but I'm not like a guy that cares about the lore like that.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
I don't need more stuff,
No, I don't either.
and I don't really want that
Yeah.
movie. But
Okay. I was just curious.
no, the free movies. I like the Hobbit movies too. I thought everyone liked the Hobbit movies when I was a kid until grew up, and no one does. So
The vibe is just
I've,
not there. It's not the same. It should have been more whimsical.
I've never seen the Hobbit trilogy, only the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
you're
That's
not. I don't think you're missing out on a ton. People forget the third Hobbit movie exists in general.
I
So
forget the third one.
Yeah.
That's where
Even
they fight the Benedict Cumberbatch dragon in the first leg of that movie, don't
the
they?
whole
yeah,
thing is a CGI fight, like the whole
It
movie.
is.
It's very interesting.
bro, even the Lego games forget that exist.
Yeah, literally,
The
dude.
Hobbit game doesn't have the third movie.
It's
Yeah.
just the first two.
Yeah, and then they said, "Oh, we're gonna release the third movie when it comes out." They never did.
That's so funny.
If you guys had a big negative with this one, what would it be? Like if you had one thing to point out that's a flaw.
Oh, I feel like it can be a tad exposition heavy at times. If just here and there, just some certain dialogue, some certain line choices here and there feel maybe a little ham-fisted, but
Yeah,
that's really about it.
The
Luis.
wingsuit scene.
The wingsuit does look pretty
So
goofy.
actually, here's the thing: when he first puts it on, I'm like, okay, I love that this is his prototype of finding a way to glide. I love it. But the fact that bro hits a truck, hits a bridge, hits a light and a trash can, and then bro just walks away.
No, I think that's so funny.
It's hilarious, but I'm like so
You're like,
weird.
really?
You spent a whole movie being like bro gets hurt, and then he does that.
I honestly think the goofiest thing about this movie is the whole drops aspect, like of being a drug. It's very comic booky.
Yeah, it's comic booky, but like I
Yeah,
don't mind it. It's like you can't just say, "Oh, we're using crack cocaine," because
Why?
I just don't think you can do that in a PG-13 movie and graphically show
Oh,
people doing crack cocaine.
and that honestly just drops just sounds like a real drug that would exist at this point.
drops just feels like a very CW plot line.
It
As
look,
someone
Oh,
that's
like
watched a lot of CW.
but I get why they needed to make a fictional drug,
what
and
was
I
it
understand that.
called?
And I think it had an interesting set of
Yeah.
iconography with it personally.
It's true. And I did like some of the eye stuff they did with Battinson's eye technology.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, bro. I hope they evolve that eye technology for like one scene, uh, like a what was it called? Night vision scene where you get the white eyes. Just one scene.
I'm anti-white eyes now. I like
Hmm?
fully anti-white eyes.
Well, I
When you
don't
first
want
see-
white eyes the whole
Yeah,
movie.
but
I don't want it.
they did that shtick in The Dark Knight already.
I don't
And it's
care. I want to see
cool.
it with that cow.
All right, fair.
Fuck you, Jackson.
I don't
Look, I
even
just want it for one scene.
Okay.
Just one scene, have it on, get rid of it. I prefer the eyes, but I would love to see it just once with that cow.
Yeah.
I like the white eyes. I think they're cool. I can go either way though.
I'm anti-white eyes.
I
I
get
mean,
the
maybe
whole emotion thing,
if
but
you make Batman deliberately emotionless, maybe. But 9 out of 10 times, white eyes would make Batman costumes worse in live
But
action.
Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm just kidding.
And I'm gonna say something crazy, and I'm gonna get in trouble.
mhm.
I do not like the cowl in that movie.
The Wolverine cow?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Really? Why?
I don't like
Very
it.
quick.
It looks weird.
No, it doesn't. It looks fine.
It
It
looks
doesn't
weird.
bother me at all, actually.
It looks weird. I don't know why. It's
It
just
looks
always
weird
weird.
because you're not used to it, I don't think, with
But
Wolverine.
Deadpool doesn't look weird, and he has white eyes.
I will agree that when it's fully physical, it looks good, but then they'll randomly put some CGI on it to make it move.
Hmm.
That does look a little weird because you can tell it's not made to have CGI on it like
Mhm.
that. If it was just static,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
it would
maybe
look. But they haven't figured that out
maybe
from
that's
that yet.
it.
Yeah, it looks animated
And
when they
maybe it's
actually
because it's
start CGIing
specifically
him.
that first scene where he puts it on where it's mostly CGI, but I'm getting we're losing the plot here. Point being, especially in these movies, no white eyes.
No
Yeah.
For
white
sure.
eyes.
Because the shit Pattinson's doing with his eyes is killer.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
incredible.
But I don't really have any other big points in this one. This one is just like another one of it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's hard to like understate that. And I'm just getting really excited about this year and next year
It's
and
just
getting into that
Yeah.
I'm
era
really
again.
glad we're after all these years of waiting, we're finally at the point where they're like, okay, we're gonna get some motion, we're casting. I'm really excited for Sebastian Stan as Harvey Dent. I think that's a mm, great, albeit basic choice.
Yeah, it just works.
It works. Like
Hmm.
it's like Corn Sweat as Superman or Nicholas Holt Lex. Like, yeah, that tracks. Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Superman, that's Lex, that's Harvey Dent. So
But like you
it,
said, man, it's just truly like the most defining piece of
it
comic
really
book
is.
media
And
in
Yeah.
a long time.
one of the more defining blockbusters of this turn of the decade too.
Yeah. That whole year was just
Yeah, I mean
banger
it's
after
like
banger.
these, the Dune
Hmm.
movies, like some
Black Adam,
Black Adam, of course. Of course.
Hierarchy of Power. Yes,
Oppenheimer, Barbie, like those are the
that was that era. Damn.
when you think of blockbusters from like the 2020s, like I think the Batman is up there on that list of like Oppenheimer, Barbie, the Dune films, like the Batman. Like I think that's up there. It deserves to be up there because it goes bar to bar with those, goes toe to
Yeah.
toe.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I
it's
have
really
one more
incredible.
thing we can discuss, which we didn't fully talk about. What are your guys' opinions? I want to hear this on the Batsuit and the Batmobile in the film.
The
Um,
Batmobile, no notes. It's just so good.
yeah, I think the Batsuit is no notes, man. I love the
I agree
Batsuit
too.
so
I agree with
much.
that too.
I love his symbol. I
Oh
think his
yeah.
symbol is as iconic as the
And
classic symbol
it
now.
has the best cowl, I think, as well.
Oh,
Yes.
it
Su-
does. I mean, I
Such a
have
great nod to the 60s
Yeah.
cowl. I love it.
the freaking
It's
That
gorgeous.
looks sick.
The stitching is just like it's gorgeous.
it's
Yeah.
gorgeous. The Batmobile's like the sound design is incredible on it.
Yeah, but
The
I love that it's a muscle car. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I want it to evolve into more
Sure,
of
I
a
agree.
Batmobile. So I'm
But
excited to see where they go
yeah.
with it.
And I also the Nirvana song. I mean,
Fuck
come
yeah.
on, something in the
Oh
way.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh my.
I hope they keep using grunge music for Batman in like if dude put Alice in Chains in like that would be sick. That would be
Yeah.
so cool. Pearl Jam, like give me more grunge, like give me more like iconic like grunge music with Batman, or because I think that just it's perfect.
I just wanted to show and tell too. I have this lovely, lovely
Awesome,
steel book. I
gorgeous.
That's
remember
beautiful.
I graduated in May 2022 and we went to this like all-nighter thing and they raffled off like gift
Yeah,
cards and I got a $50 Best Buy gift card back when Best Buy was actually good in selling physical media. I immediately went there and picked up that Batman Steelbook and the La La Land Steelbook and oh my God, it was one of the best days of my life. But um dude, the Batman era. I love this movie so much. I think it's easily most people's top five DC movies.
oh, easy,
Definitely
easy,
top 10 for
I think
90%
it's
of
and it's
fans.
not top
still
three.
is my number. I think it's still my number two, but not number one.
I'd have to really think about all of them to
It's
see
in my
where,
top three, but I can't fully remember the
yeah.
spot it's on.
Are you guys a Batman or Dark Knight person?
Batman.
Bro.
The Batman.
Ooh, okay. I need to get
Not by
Dark
much
Knight.
though. Like I don't I really like the Dark Knight. It's just it is an apples and oranges thing.
That's true. They're
Mhm.
very
Yeah.
different beasts.
Incredible
Yeah.
films, both.
Um, I wanted to bring up again our bet that we made that you guys don't think this is going to be integrated, this universe.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just saying
That
after watching this
hurts.
again, my hot take is still that like they'd be so stupid not to do that.
I
I st- I
I
agree
want
with you, Josh. I've told
yes.
you this.
Okay.
There's a difference between wanting it and thinking it will
I
happen.
think both though.
Exactly.
I so
I think you're
firmly
crazy
believe
for one of
both.
those. I just think there's no way it happens at this point.
I still think it's 50-50. More 60-40.
50.
60-40. But like I want it. 'Cause I hate the fact that they're separate. I look at pictures of David Cornsweet and Robert Pattinson like next to each other, and they just look perfect
Yeah.
together as Bruce and Clark, and it bothers me. But I don't think they'll do it.
I just watching this one, I'm like, this would contrast so well with what Superman and all that set up on that side of the
Yeah.
world. And I
You
would
know what
love,
might decided?
hmm,
Sorry.
no, no,
Is
no.
let's see the box office between Man of Tomorrow and Batman Part 2 in 2027. Because they might ask to put him in as a boost to the box office.
But I think they're gonna decide one way or the other this year of Clayface coming out, and
Yeah, you can't not decide when Clayface drops. Like you don't.
unless you do what Creature Commandos did, where it's like a shadow
That's what
form.
I
No,
mean.
but you're in Gotham.
It
I
would
think
be weird as fuck. It would be weird as
Bats in
fuck.
Gotham is way too defined
Fuck,
to
you're
Mm.
right.
like there's too much consistent iconography among that Gotham already to set an entire movie in Gotham
Yeah.
and not go one way or the other. You
Yeah, we'll
can't.
know by Clayface.
But I don't think the Clayface marketing is gonna reveal it. I think they're gonna wait till the.
Well, no, I think we'll be able to look at that trailer and tell.
You think so?
Because again, I think that the Battinson Gotham is way too defined in terms of its
Hmm.
aesthetics to not be able to tell really quickly if it's the same thing.
And if it was merging, Matt Reeves is producing it, so he would tell them like how to make the Gotham look
They would
if
match
it
it.
was merging. You get what I mean?
Because again, we've seen the city hall, we've seen all these
Exactly.
locations,
That's what I'm saying.
and I have a hard time believing that we're gonna be able to see it and not tell.
I believe, man. I
Yeah,
believe we're gonna.
I agree.
I'm so. I think it's gonna happen. I don't know.
I think you're
I
wrong.
got
I
a
I've
think
weird
we're
given
gonna
up
see
feeling,
that
hope.
trailer and it's just gonna look too different.
I've given up hope.
dude, because they'll slam dunk that if they connect it.
It would be tough, and it would be like that would be something they could really do to get on Marvel's ass. But
Yeah,
Because
it would be a
imagine they
perfect
connect it.
duology.
I think Zaslav should push for that too. Because imagine how big of a year 27 would be for them if they
But
connected
here's the
it.
thing. I don't think it's a Gunn decision. I think Gunn wants it. I don't think Reeves
It's a
does.
Reeves decision.
Reeves should
Hmm.
not have that. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing: if you get the
We might
news,
disagree there.
if the headline says Matt Reeves quit because they're putting him in the DCU,
It's
Oh,
you're
then
wrapped.
fucked.
It's wrapped.
You are
that would be
fucked.
fucked. You know
It's
what? You're right.
if your entire thesis statement as a studio head is giving freedom to your creatives, your first course of action can't be to force someone into your cinematic universe. Like you're
And having
cooked
them
if you
quit.
do that.
Yeah,
I just
It's not even a matter of quitting, but it's just tying Reeves' hands when he doesn't want to be tied, and he
exactly.
should be.
And here's the thing: Pattinson loves Batman, wants him in the DCU because he said it. He would love to be with a Superman. Not he hasn't said specific DCU. He said he would love to see a big
Yeah,
Batman with a
sure.
Superman and like Trinity. But if Reeves walks, I could see Pattinson walking too.
oh
I don't think Pattinson would
But
stay
also,
if
there's
Reeves
no
left.
point. No, you don't do it without Reeves. But that's
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That headline would destroy the DCU.
probably it'd be bad. I don't.
It'd be like 15 9/11s.
But Reeves could still very much do his own thing while still connecting
I
it. I don't know
agree.
why
But if
he
that's
doesn't
not
want
what
to.
Reeves wants to do, I don't think he should be forced to.
Yeah,
As much as I want it,
You're
as much
right.
as
You're
I
right.
selfishly want it, you know.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. That was way off track of me, but I just need it to happen, man. I'm so
I agree
sorry.
because it like even narratively it clicks up really well.
Oh
yeah.
my. Yeah.
It's the perfect separation between the two
Yeah.
characters. Like the comic. It really does feel like comics.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if it doesn't happen, they'll write about it in like 5 to 10 years and be like, this is one of the biggest misses in comic book history that they didn't connect
Maybe.
that.
Yeah.
It would be like
Let's
it's on the level of like Keaton and Christopher Reeves never
Yeah.
combining.
That is tragic.
You think about that and you're like, that would have been so awesome to see, and they never did
Yeah.
it. But that was
yeah.
because that was a different era where they didn't really do crossovers. Now
Yeah.
that they do, it's like,
Or like
oh
when
my God.
Tobey Maguire was supposed to be connected to the X-Men back in the day.
Yep.
That also would have been really fun. I think they still could do that in Marvel if they do with Doomsday. They could tie those.
See, but
close together.
now it's done for very different reasons. But
Yeah,
like
it's a different ball game
Yeah,
now.
but
back then it was for love of the game.
it would have been pure.
Like it
Yeah,
Yeah.
was and it pisses me off. The only reason it didn't happen is because they didn't have the Wolf. Hugh
yeah, I know.
Jackman said yes. I'm
I
pissed
know it's a
off.
bummer.
Wait, why you cut out? Why did you say?
So the Wolverine suit, I believe, got damaged after
Yeah.
filming the first X-Men, and they hadn't finished building the X2 suit.
Hmm.
So even though Hugh Jackman said yes to be in Spider-Man
Two,
one or two, Spider-Man 2,
I
they
think.
didn't have a suit, so they canceled it. They cut it. But he was supposed if they had the suit, he was going to be in Spider-Man 2 as a cameo
Are
to
you
I
connect
never
it.
fucking?
understood that excuse though.
That's such bullshit. Because Wolverine doesn't need to wear a suit. He barely
Maybe just
does.
yeah, I don't. I never
Exactly.
understood
I
that.
don't get it.
He could
But
have
that's
worn
the
a
excuse they
tank
give.
top. Oh my God, that's
I know.
awful.
His jacket looks more like a suit than his leather suit.
Yeah,
That's good to know, man. Damn. I mean, we talked about Sebastian Stan a lot. I don't think we really have more to cover here. I think it's
yeah,
just like we're all on board with this. When do you think we're gonna get the Scarlett Johansson
It is
confirmation?
weird that it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I agree.
You know, unless it is Gilda Dent and everyone's just because that's we did hear about that, but it wasn't really like a strong source.
Yeah,
I don't know. Are we gonna get those reveals again like he did with the last movie of how he
I
did
don't think
the
he's doing the gifs, and I'm really sad about that. Those
or
were fun.
even like the Batson teaser like you brought up earlier, Luis. I would love to
Holy
see that
fucking
for
shit! It's Al Pacino.
oh my God.
That's
That'd be
maybe the
awesome.
greatest tweet of all time.
Do you think we're getting a lot more cast members or not really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we'll get at least like one to two big ones still.
Mm, I'm so curious. Probably maybe
Bro,
Maroney or something would be.
I found it so funny
Oh no,
that
Maroney was already
I'll say, wait,
oh sorry.
I forgot he
Sorry,
was in
my
Penguin.
hashtag
sorry, my
plant the
shit
ground.
keeps cutting out.
You're good, Luis. What's up?
The day I have Jalen's internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I was gonna say I would love to fuck what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, I find it so interesting. Someone reported a rumor, and people just took it as confirmation that Barry Keoghan would return as Joker. And I
Yeah.
found it so funny the panic of like, holy shit, this is just a Dark Knight again. Guys, if he's back, he's in 5 seconds.
I think he's yeah, I think he's just gonna kind of be in the shadows, which I think is good. I like
Yes.
that Matt Reeves isn't
But I found it
stretching.
hilarious that people thought it was, oh, it's just a copy of Dark Knight. He's
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
don't
be the main villain.
I thought that got confirmed though recently. That it
he'll
was
be
for
in
sure
I,
it. There's
happening.
no way he's not in it.
well, yeah.
There was an idea someone brought up. I can't remember who to cite here, but they said it would be cool if he was like a Hannibal Lecter sort where either
That's
Bruce or
I
Harvey is coming
exactly
back
what I
to
was.
him.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It would.
I
I
don't,
actually
yeah,
love that deleted scene. I just
I
don't
do
like the
too.
design of Joker.
Yeah, it's just not a great look for him. They need to clean
Mhm.
that up. His
Yeah.
mangled face and stuff, it's not gonna look good in full.
It's a good idea. It just needs to be cleaned up and evolved a bit.
Well,
Yeah,
it also doesn't help that we've never actually seen it.
right. And also,
True.
Barry can't be in this movie because he can't be in it a lot because he's filming four fucking Beatles
Well,
movies,
true.
including one where he's starring in it. So he doesn't have
Yeah.
time to be in more of this movie than he wants
Oh,
to.
he's got to do the Ringo movie. He can't be Joker.
Is it? Yeah, he's dead ass Ringo, bro. Okay. The other news I had was that all those we got more movies and shows moving off HBO Max. It's like 70 or something. And I thought this was relevant just because I saw recently they added Teen Titans Go to Netflix. So my theory is that they're gonna move all this stuff over. And this is the start of the Warner
Yeah.
Brothers Netflix merger really affecting
Hmm.
streaming and stuff. Do you guys have
Yeah.
any thoughts on that?
No, I don't think that they cycle out their shit all the time.
But it seems like a big swath is like leaving.
Well, they
Yeah, I
did it
don't,
with animation not that long ago,
they did. And
so
they'll
it's
Yeah.
add it
not a
back at some
surprise.
point too.
Yeah, Looney Tunes ended up coming back after they kicked all of it out of
Yeah, they
HBO
love to
Max.
take stuff out and then put it back.
I don't know. My theory is just because they added Teen Titans Go to Netflix like very recently that they're gonna move all that stuff. Because they said they wanted to put future DC shows, unless they're HBO originals, on Netflix instead of HBO
Yeah.
Max. So I think we're really gonna start seeing that effects early if they
Well,
can.
post
No, but
merger,
the
I just
deal
don't think
hasn't.
HBO Max will exist.
Yeah, but say the deal hasn't actually gone through yet, though.
Yeah, it'll take the end of this year, if not longer.
Yeah, but Netflix and Warner Brothers already have a deal to like license out content.
Sure, yeah.
too. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe it's a
Yeah.
story out of nothing, but yeah, I don't really have much else. I mean, we could always play Jacksonville's versus, but I think he's getting his shit kicked in by,
I beat the fuck out of Paul Dano Riddler.
you think? He done got the moves on you?
I actually think he got a bit of a shot.
Yeah. He's a
Little
bitch.
bit.
Paul Dano
Actually,
Riddler's a bitch.
you probably could beat Penguin under the right circumstances
Nah.
if you put the effort in. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, he's just like a guy.
Yeah.
He only took out Vic out of a surprise. So
Penguin's just
I
slimy,
think you
man.
take him.
In a straight brawl, you can win because I always
Yeah.
picture the image of Penguin tied up in that chair naked. I'm like, he's not that good of a fighter. Like,
Yeah, right.
if he can get that done to him, he's, he
Yeah.
can be. Matt Reeves Batman, though, even though he gets his shit kicked a couple
Oh
times in this
no,
movie,
I'm not even.
dude, yeah, he would
No.
literally kill
You
you.
rock my shit. Yeah.
You can take Falcone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys have any other last thoughts for this?
It's awesome. It's one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best
Holds up to this
comic book
day.
movies we got.
Where hold up.
All right. All right. The
Can't believe it's
Batman.
almost four. That's nuts.
I know. That's crazy. Time's moving, man. Superman's gonna be a year old. Things are just gonna fly by. I'm
That's
Yeah.
very.
weird.
Are you guys more excited for the Batman 2 filming or Man of Tomorrow filming? Do you think?
Batman.
Yeah,
Batman.
Been waiting way longer.
way longer. That makes sense. Yeah, dude. I wish we would have got another show though.
Me too.
After how good the Penguin was.
I'm missing that right now.
It was so good, dude. That Gotham PD show is like a lost artifact now.
It would be so good. I love
Oh
Yeah.
Jeffrey
my God.
Tambor.
GCPD show or more villain shows would have been
Yeah,
perfect
just
for that
anything.
universe.
Or
Hmm.
that Catwoman and Sophia show would have been great.
Yes, I would have loved that.
Ugh.
Make it a Catwoman show and just make it
Yeah.
about both of them. There you go.
Do you know what sucks is the Batman epic crime saga name?
No, it doesn't. No, it
It
doesn't.
it kind of
Well,
does, man. It's
no, it
stupid.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's epic and it's a crime saga. Fuck you.
The Batman epic crime
It's
saga.
awesome.
The
It's
spectacular
extra.
Marvel Cinematic
No,
Universe.
it's extra for no reason, and that's why it's awesome. And the movie's good enough to back it up. So,
Yeah. It's still better than the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel
Bumpkin.
Oh, the
characters.
SBUMC.
The
Yeah.
Spunk. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it for this week. Next week we're gonna be back with our first comic review of the year, so everyone
What are we
stay
doing?
tuned for that. We're doing New Frontier.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be great. So thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.